I am Neil Larthos. I am the next Abdullah. You are the next Neville Goddard. Your SP gets wet every single time they think of you, and your bank account makes Jeff Bezos look homeless. If you want to work with me, the links are in the description. And subscribe for daily manifestation content. All right, guys, how to do SATS in traffic, okay? Like right now, I'm in traffic, okay? And if there was a hot girl who I was trying to manifest at the dentist office, and I'm thinking of that fat, juicy, round, just melon in her backside, okay? And I'm waiting, because usually around the minute mark, that's where YouTube says that you have to behave yourself until finally you get deep in the video and you can start saying, you could start cussing like a sailor. But if I wanted to manifest a gorgeous woman that I bumped into at the, where did I say, the supermarket, the freaking dentist office, whatever, right? Well, guys, you don't have to get into a theta state to get out of your beta state, fellas, okay? You don't have to be overly relaxed to get your results quickly faxed, okay? Don't make me drop all these bars, guys. Look, I'm trying to tell you, the more you put limitations on your techniques, the more you will fail, okay? I'm giving you tech support right now. Okay, I'm giving you tech support on your techniques, my friend. SATS, all right, I'm really getting demonetized now. Tech support on your techniques, guys. SATS does not need to be before bed. Okay, like right now, even the fact that when I was describing to you the hot girl, it just popped up in my head. It's the same thing when somebody says, don't think of a pink elephant. You think of a pink elephant the moment they tell you not to. Don't put your hands on the cookie jar, and that was the first thing that we want to touch, okay? But now we're thinking of something else that we want to touch, but I digress. So what am I getting at, fellas? How to do SATs in traffic. Guys, I've been saying this since the beginning, and maybe I need to go back to my roots. The same video format that you have in when you watch your memories is the same video format that you use for your imaginal acts, okay? Think of the most either traumatic event that happened in your life or the most exciting. Most of the times they both have an intense emotion behind it, so much that even when you go back to that memory, it almost feels real, right? Well, no matter how real it might feel, you probably don't remember how much wrinkles you had on your left arm sleeve. You probably don't recall the exact lighting of the lampshade on your, bedroom lighting, okay? You probably might not even remember the exact date, okay? There's been so many times that I remembered a memory where there was, a photographer there at the birthday event or the party, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, that was when I was wearing the leather jacket. Come to find out, when I do some CIA, FBI investigation, I never even had the fucking leather jacket till like 2 years later. I was wearing the short sleeve blue Toy Story 3 t-shirt. It's like, what the fuck, what? But you see, even though I actually wasn't wearing the leather jacket like I thought, when I would go to my imagination, I was wearing a leather jacket. But still, whether I was wearing a leather jacket or whether I was accurate with what I was actually wearing in that memory, the point still remains. The essence of the memory is still there. And that's why I say that it doesn't matter if your SP looks extremely vivid in your imaginal act. If you feel, because Neville says that feeling is the secret. What he means by feeling is the secret is at least feel something, motherfucker. At least feel something, Don't just do an imaginal act just to do it, Do it until the point where you feel some sort of satisfaction. Not so much in your hormones, okay? Not so much physically, but where your subconscious is to the point where it, I mean, I've said this, do it until your subconscious treats it like a memory, right? Because again, when you understand that your memories are not only the same video format, but the same feeling is the secret format, right? Now, what I mean by that means that if somebody was to tell you to think of that traumatic event from your past, even if you can't exactly feel the physical sensations, it still feels real to you somewhere in your consciousness, whether that's through a physical sensation, if you can actually remember how it felt, or whether it's just emotionally. And you might not even be able to replicate or reenact that emotion of when you got bullied as a kid, God forbid, or let's do something positive, when you fucking got that huge raise and now you became a millionaire, whatever. You might not be able to reenact exactly the emotion, but you just remember, oh yeah, that happened. Well, that is what Feeling is the Secret is all about, is to get to the point where your subconscious feels like it already happened. I remember when I did this with a girl a while back, where I worked with her and we were hooking up, yada, yada, yada. But then she decided to go with the third party, right? And when she decided to go to the third party, also known as, another guy, because any of you guys who don't know what that doesn't mean she was going to one party over here in downtown, and then the second party, and then the third party at fucking midnight. No. Okay. I'm sorry. I know most of you guys know what 3Ps are, but some of you guys don't. So, I mean, what do you mean the third party? So why are you only dating party girls, Neil? Fuck you. But either ways, third party. She was going to the, oh, Jesus Christ. But I remember there was a girl who I was hooking up with, but she decided to go with another guy, right? Well, to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. We were hooking up behind her boyfriend's back, right? But then he started saying stuff like, if you don't behave, then you can't live with me anymore. So hypergamy kicked in, right? So she's like, okay, I'm going to be a good girl. I'm going to be a child of God, hallelujah. And so, going to church saying that I can't talk to you, Neil, because, I got to be a good girl now. I don't want to have to pay rent, So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. And where she used to always flirt with me all the time at work, that all stopped. That all came to a halt. I mean, she used to reach over my shoulder to, reach for a to-go box or something like that, and rubbing all her fucking tits all over my fucking elbow. Like, intentionally, instead of going around me to get the to-go box, she's just like, and it's just like tits everywhere, right? And so that's all she would do at work with me, right? And just sexual harassment that I totally was condoning. Call HR, right? And so after she went to the third party, after she went back to her boyfriend, it all, in the 3D changed. But even in the midst of that, we would be working next to each other, and I would break the fourth wall and just start saying self-pedestalizations like, oh my gosh, she just is getting wet thinking about me right now. Like, oh my God, like, literally, thank God she's wearing black slacks, because if not, we would clearly be able to see just the orgasm juice dripping all over her legs, right? And I was just saying crazy shit like that, to the point where I'm giggling to myself. And thank God she didn't see me, right? I had to turn the other way, like Malcolm in the Middle, look into the audience, right? And I swear to God, within a week, just from doing that, like maybe for a couple of days, she shifted, right? And she started rubbing her tits all over me once again, sexually harassing me with my what's it called? Consent, right? Consensual sexual harassment. All because I didn't give a fuck what the 3D showed me. And when I would do those self-pedestalizations, images would pop up, right? Not safe for work images would arise. And they were not in Vivid HD. They were not in 3D Blu-ray. They were not in Christopher Nolan IMAX, guys. Get your tickets. No. The cinematography was mid. But fuck her. Yes, I did. Okay? And what I'm trying to get at, fellas, is like, whether it's you saying, I'm going to imagine the beautiful scenario of me and my SP getting married in Spain and walking down the streets with maracas and chanclas. Dude, shut the fuck up and just go there, dude. Whatever pops up, okay? No pun intended, because I swear to God, the more that you overdo it, the more you think, dude, you're always imagining all the time, bro. And young lady, or old woman, whoever's watching this, okay? You guys are always imagining. Like I said before, when you are thinking of the next thing to say in a conversation, that's an imaginal act, okay? You're not thinking necessarily in pictures, but you're still thinking. Anything in your internal is imagination. As a matter of fact, I need to just get rid of that fucking word out of the vocabulary, because it's not really imagination, it's consciousness. So whatever you put in your consciousness, whether it's pictures, images, thoughts, essences of feeling, that is an imaginal act right there. And it works just the same as a SATS session. And you don't need to be in theta wave state. Yes, it is true that it easily impresses the subconscious. But guys, if you want to break the theta wave, theory, just say a self-pedestalization like my SP fucking gets wet the moment she sees me. Or say something crazy like she burns all her belongings on the altar of my throne in order to enter into my existence, in order to enter my kingdom, because that's how much she worships me. And that will get you 10 times more into the fucking state and impress the subconscious than a theta wave will ever will. Okay? But this whole idea that your fucking imaginal acts need to be in IMAX is fucking bullshit. Just go there right now and accept whatever pops up. No pun intended. I am Neil Larthos. This is all that the I'm Awareness had to say. And I know you're going to be okay.